Welcome to another What's Up Wednesday. This is the Christmas edition, and it is a delight to be in your eyes and ears wherever you are. Maybe some of you are in your van, maybe some of you are in your car, maybe some of you are sitting in the living room watching What's Up Wednesday in front of the fireplace with some friends and family that come visit you for Christmas. It is the holidays, ladies and gentlemen, and we got kind of a fun show for you tonight. We do this every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central. Come at you live on YouTube Live, and it's just a delight to have you join my channel, Go Small, Live Large, all about the camper van travel experience. My name is Scott. I am just about to end my 5th year of full-time travel. Even here at home base, I am living in my van. I took a shower tonight and I shaved before the show, and if you haven't showered in your van, you really haven't done the full van thing. Just saying. Got a fun show tonight, and let's do this, Scott. And want to wish everybody a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. It's just that time of year, and this year, unlike last year, we are not decorating the van. I'm still cleaning up glitter. It's pretty funny, but a big happy holidays to each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me tonight. Let me know in the comments below. I see some already putting in your favorite Christmas song of the season, and there's a lot of them, and I'd love to know what your favorite one is. I might give you my favorite one. I don't know. There's so many great ones to choose from, right? This is Ask Me Anything About Van Life Tonight. In my 5th year of van travel, there's not much I haven't seen, done, including being in van wrecks and all kinds of crazy things. It's been quite a year, and anything's on the table. Live Q&A. If you can help me out with a question format, I see a lot of regulars in here, so you know the drill. And this is 3 stars, 3 question marks, and it looks like this. 3 stars, 3 question marks. It helps me see your question more easily and get to it more quickly. So that would be a delight if you could help me out there. We've got some announcements coming up tonight. Some big ones you're going to want to see about upcoming events. If you want to get don't quit the live stream here, but run a different device. Go to my website, gosmalllivelarge.com/events, and you'll get a bead on some of these. And I did the survey earlier today. I'll zoom in here for you so you can see that. What type of event would you be most likely to attend in 2024, which is just a few days away? Pretty crazy. Happy to see that Vanbury, sorry for the typo, Vanbury, that's what I call campouts, is the biggest. I want to do that. That's 144 votes. That's a pretty good sampling. Followed by an RV show. So we're going to actually address this in spades tonight. I'm really excited about that, because that's really what 2024 is all going to be about, is getting together. So tonight we're going to get into saying howdy to a number of folks right out of the gate. And then I want to talk about something that's kind of come up in my brain lately, and that is how this channel is helping people enable their dreams. And I'm pretty serious about that, including mine still. This is what I do for a living. I have no other source of income. I have no job other than this channel, Go Small, Live Large, helping people enable their dreams, whatever that might be, around the RV and van life, van travel lifestyle. Libation Live tonight. Oh yeah, we're doing it. We do this every week, and I've just about got this bottle polished off. You see that? So I might be able to finish this off tonight. That's a couple of good pours. I want to thank Georgia Jack for introducing this to me in October of this year. This is really lovely. It's a 10-year-old Kentucky Straight Bourbon, so we'll have that for our Libation Live tonight. The purpose of Libation Live is to share the taste from the road, and that's why we do that. This day in history, Space Force was the first addition to the United States military since 1947, I think it was. So you don't want to miss this day in history. We got 3 topics around that. And we have a great song by Gene Autry. Gene Autry, ladies and gentlemen. So you might want to guess what that is around. And again, just get your questions coming in. It would just be a delight to get those questions or comments coming up. We're going to say hi to a bunch of folks. If you're into it, the libation or the tip jar, this is the jingle jar, is alive and well tonight. And when you give us a tip, that goes right to the libation fund, which we generously share the collection when we get together. And we're getting together about once a month this year. Well, next year, 2024. Starting in February, we're actually going to have two campouts in the same month. Yeah. So those funds go directly to sharing with you my enjoyment of bourbon. And if you give us a tip, we jingle the jar. And if you are playing the jingle jar game, thank you, Roads of Life and his lovely bride. We jingle, you drink. That's the way it rolls. Those are the rules. Thank you, Rod. Let us know where you're watching from. If you're new to the program, that would be great. We've added we added a new flag just recently, Saudi Arabia. And I'm going to give a big shout out to Salman. He actually straightened me out on Netherlands versus France. Clearly, red, white, and blue is very popular for flags. Apparently, vertical versus horizontal means a really big difference. I've been to both countries, Netherlands, Amsterdam, and France, quite a few towns in France over the years. And I just want to thank Salman for straightening me out on my flags. I do appreciate that. But if you don't see your country represented, and you're going to see a statistic tonight, I'm actually going to add a few country flags to the map tonight because it's being seen by lots of places on planet Earth, which is pretty amazing. Give us a thumb up if you're having a good time tonight. We've got about 64 people in here, and it's growing, which is great. And I just love Wednesdays. It's kind of like my Friday night. It's pretty cool. So what I want to do is talk about this. We're going to talk about this in spades here right now. Let me just see. Yeah, going forward. Okay. Kind of change this up a little bit on the front end tonight so we can get into the meat of the matter, which is saying hi to many of you, which is so great. So go small, livelarge.com/events. It's in my navigation, and you don't want to miss a single one of these because there's a bunch of things going on. Next week, next Wednesday, December 27, between Christmas and New Year's, I'm going to do cooking soup in a cast iron Dutch oven. So it's cast iron Van Chef in the van. I'm making tortellini soup. And what I've done is I have posted the recipe so you can cook with me next Wednesday on the show. So go to my website and you can go to the event page and it clicks off to add event. That's where all the details are, including the recipe. So I'm running out going shopping for this. Let me just zoom in here so you can see how delicious this looks. I'm taking that recipe and I'm actually adding rotisserie chicken to it because I think rotisserie chicken is just one of the most fun and versatile things you can have in van travel. So if you want to be having some fun and cook with me next week, go get the recipe, go shopping like I'm doing, and let's make soup next week. That doesn't look good. Who's hungry? Oh man, that with a big old glass of wine. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Pretty cool. And again, many of you have asked for Van Breeze and RV shows, so let me share this with you. This is next month. Can you believe January is here next month? We're going to be having 2 roundups. That's what I call meet and greets. The first one is on Wednesday, 17 January at 11 a.m. at the Winnebago Travato booth in the Lazy Days display. So that's kind of how these guys roll. The RV dealers pay for the space or something, and then you got to look for Winnebago. So it's in the Winnebago Travato booth at the Lazy Days display. It's booth 400. So again, if you go to my website, those are now posted. Thursday, 18 January, 11 a.m., we're going to be in the Sunshine State RV's booth. Rover Vans is going to be there, and Nick Recchio from Coachman RV building B Vans is going to be there. We're going to have a big splash. So if you're going to the Super Show, like many of you indicated you're going, here's my recommendation. Go early, go Wednesday and Thursday, and then I'm kind of skedaddling out of there because as the week wears on, it gets more crushing with parking and lines and crowds. So come early, stay, I don't know, wherever you want to stay. The parking thing for overnighting is kind of weird these days, but again, we're doing a roundup on Wednesday and Thursday, 11 a.m. So come join us for that. That's one event you can see on the website. So also on Saturday, June 6th, we're going to do a True Believers Patreon Zoom. This is not open to the public. It is open to Patreon supporters of this channel. We're growing like crazy. I'm really excited. We're going to share a bit more information with you. So if you're on Patreon, you want to get and save the date on that. You should have seen a notification on that earlier today if you're on the True Believer level, which is pretty great. $20 a month. Okay, how are we doing so far? And here we go, one more. So talk about Vanburys. So we mentioned this last week. We had Sunshine State RVs on, and our first Vanbury campout is February 5 and 7, 2024. Sunshine State RVs is sponsoring part of this, which is great. I'm sponsoring part of it, as the Libation Live. All of the details are on my website, gosmalllivelarge.com/events. It clicks off to add event where all the details are. You must RSVP, whether you're a day guest. We really want to see a bunch of day guests. Come mingle with the campers, man and ladies. It's going to be so much fun. Sunshine is providing dinner. We're having a cash bingo. Look at this. I have no idea where I'm going to store this thing. We are going to have a rowdy bingo. Let me tell you, if you haven't done my bingo call out, we are going to be having a lot of fun. If somebody has an idea where to store this thing, it doesn't fit in any cabinet. So I'm not sure where it's going to be, but we're going to have cash bingo on the Monday night. So please come join us. And that's our first Vanbury of the new year. And then you also need to go make a reservation at the RV resort. We've sold out the 12 reserve sites, I'm happy to say, but they do have other sites available. So please do that. Please come join us. It's been so much fun. And then the second Vanbury in February is February 16 and 19. This is sold out. I have no control over this. We've probably got close to 100 vans associated with Go Small Live Large, Embassy RV, Rover Van. Everybody associated with this huge community. It's just so great. They got close to 500 vans coming. And if there's 2 people per van, I mean, it's like a small town. I've stayed overnight in towns that are smaller than that. It's so great. So please, again, go to my website. I don't think this one's on. I should actually put it in there. Maybe it is. I can't remember. So there you go. So let's, if you're having fun, give us a thumb up tonight. And let's get into some of your questions and say howdy. We like doing that. And thumb up. Thank you, Roads of Life, for... and if you're doing a super chat, I see some in here already. Thank you, Roads of Life, for encouraging people to do, come on, there you go. There's a thumb up, appreciate that. We got 72 people in here. This is so great. For a holiday edition, right? This is pretty awesome. Thumb up. All right, let's say howdy to some folks. I just love doing this. Let's honor the super chat folks first. Oh, there's some generous ones coming in here. Appreciate that. Here's Matt. Matt says, you'll ruin your frozen foods reputation. Jingle, jingle. Yeah, there you go, sir. Thank you. I have nothing in my glass yet. We'll solve that shortly. Maybe with this next one. Thank you, Matt. You're such a crazy great guy. I love you. You're so great. So much. Met him in person at Bisbee, Arizona, the Weird Wild West. Another Vanbury we're doing in April. So exciting. And here's Terry Hallstrom. Holy cow. Merry Christmas from the Hallstroms, and thank you for all you do for the community. Thank you, Terry. Oh, look at that. Okay. Just for you. We got to do it this way. I'm not letting that one go dry, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Let me get this off the screen. Please hold. All right, you ready? Thank you, Terry. Appreciate that. That is really sweet of you. He is just one of the coolest cats, and you know, I love each and every one of you, but there's some of you that just stand out. And he met us at our very first roundup in John Prince Park in Florida. We kind of helped him push him over the edge. He brought his son, one of his sons, as a secret agent to either give it a thumb up or a thumb down, the whole thing. I'm not sure we sold Carl, but we sure sold Terry. And he's now recently retired, 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago. And Terry is when you joined us on the What's Up Wednesday, your story helped several people, including Bill and Joe in the audience tonight, get over the threshold and pull the trigger on their van. So, Terry, thank you for everything you do for me and for the channel. And it was just great seeing you just last weekend. So great. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. That's very generous. All right, let's say howdy to some of the folks. So let's see. We've got, again, Roads of Life, thumbs up. Oh, Rob here. Yes, it's lovely. So he's in Texas. Welcome to normal temperatures. And here's Beyond the Fern. Frisco T, getting the van ready to head to Florida after the holidays. It's really lovely weather. It's 66 down here, and it's going to be 62 tonight. So no AC needed for like I don't know, a couple, 3 days now. I'm going forward. It's pretty great. Here's Sherry. She's just a huge asset to Embassy RV and to this channel. And Sherry, good evening in Wisconsin. Angels we have heard on high. Christmas is a good one on high. Yeah, there's it's kind of interesting when you hear, you're walking through stores, it's all the kind of the generic Christmas songs. You really hear any of the religious Christmas songs. So thank you for bringing that one kind of forward. Let me know what your Christmas song is. Here's Bill and Joe. You guys are so funny. Did you have fun thank you again for lunch last Friday. You guys are amazing. So great. Here's Marie. How are you, ma'am? Good to see you. Mishawaka, Indiana. Are you headed to Elkhart? Uh-oh. What are you doing? Feliz Navidad. That's a good one, right? That's about as much Spanish as I know. Is Feliz Navidad, which is Merry Christmas. Correct me if I'm wrong. I probably am. These guys are tearing it up at a house to, we're going to have a van bring at their house as soon as they get done. We're going to park about 15 vans in your yard. It's going to be so great. Jane and Roger in the house. Byron, Illinois. Roger, I've been reviewing the content we recorded a few minutes ago in your driveway. He helped me get some of this stuff done up front and some of these mods to my van. So I'm working on that, and that's coming very soon. They're just a champion for the channel. They're champions in their own right. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. You two are awesome. Eric Toller in the house from Plant City, Florida. Diesel about 356. Yeah, I just was in Washington State, and let me tell you, it's expensive gasoline up there. The gasoline tax is 56 cents a gallon. I took a picture of it. I couldn't believe it. The only one I've seen higher is in California. It's about $1 tax per gallon. That was a couple of years when I was there. Peggy Owens in the house, inviting you to stop by our Florida Embassy van outing. Secret code in River Forest State Park near Deland. Would love you to stop by and come by. I thank you for the invitation. That is super cool of you. She is coming to, and her husband coming to the Giddy Up in Ocala, I think, right? You got John in the house, Western New York, 34 degrees and snow on the ground. Good to see you, John. This is so great. Tin Can Carl, good evening, sir. Good to see you from Rancho del Caro, Perry, Florida. 52 degrees. Yeah, it's kind of chilly. I'm loving this weather. Bill and Joe saying happy holidays, everyone. And Vanlife with Steve, good to see you. We just saw you on the True Believers Zoom last weekend, Saturday. Did we do that? I think. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, North Florida. White Christmas by Bing Crosby. It's the #1 selling Christmas song ever, and it's been redone a gazillion times, but still the best, right? Let's see. Here's Robbie in the house. That might be a new name. Robbie Morrison. Have a fabulous Christmas. Looking good. Thank you, Robbie. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Here's Sherry and Mike. Merry Christmas, Seminole, Florida. So great to see you. Now, this is one of those folks I was talking about. They're an early van friend, and the very first roundup I had at the RV Super Show in Florida was in January of 19, right? They were the only ones that showed up, and I'm like, oh, I was just praying somebody would show up because I was at the RV dealer's booth, right? And they're like, oh, you're a big wig. Just like, oh my God. So thank you, Sherry Ann and Mike. Just so great. Now they're in a Coachman, right? I think that's right. Ron, good to see you, sir. Appreciate that. Here's Shelby. Happy Merry to you all from Wisconsin. No snow in sight yet. So great. Here's Ohio Sharon. Thanks for being a new Patreon supporter. Appreciate that, Sharon. I think I sent you a note, didn't I? And here's Roads of Life. Oh, the travel we do makes us happy, and I know I'm sounding sappy. There's so many places to see van life, makes us joyful and free. Rhymes by Rob. That's so great. Lyle, good to see you, sir. I think I have it handy. So this is Lyle and his lovely bride. They joined the Sunshine Banbury, and I didn't have this handy last week, and I have it handy this week. This is what his wife made for Lily. Is this the cutest thing ever? Even got a cowboy hat in there. So when we do our bourbon tasting in February, we're going to be sopping up the spills. And thank you, Lau. Great to see you this weekend. He joined us for the Vanbaree. This is stuff just makes my heart hum. It's so great. Let's see. Here's a YouTube user. It's good to see you, sir. We know who you are. Stop being incognito. If anybody knows how to change your avatar name, if there's like a YouTube video on how to do that, put it in the chat because he's desperately trying to figure out how to do that. I don't know how to do it myself. Mr. Kurt's in the house. Dinner from Jersey Mike's. They make some of the best subs. Oh my God. They are so delicious. Only Quiznos. There's not many of those left. I think makes a better one. But Jersey Mike's is right up there, let me tell you. Yeah, enjoyable time at the Hive. That was so much fun. We're going to see a picture of that here in just a few minutes. Whoa, Chris and Sandy in the house. Hey, y'all. Here in Key West, breezy and 69. We're going to be seeing you next weekend. We're headed to Key West, we being me, Kyle, my partner of 24 years coming up. He's driving his RV. We spent all day getting his RV ready. Oh, my God. It's just that, what a... And so we're driving down, and we're going to see Chris and Sandy, who has a YouTube channel, as does Beyond the Fern. Frisco T has one, so we'll see you very shortly. I'm very excited. David's in the house, upstate New York, perfectly clear, 33 degrees, great for stargazing. The moon is going to be full in just, I think, 6 more days. And the big bright star in the sky, kind of, I guess, on the eastern sky, is Jupiter, in case you didn't know that. So there you go, David. Good to see you. So great. I love this. Mr. Kurt saying, Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Travel Dreamers in the house in Detroit. What a great town Detroit is. Here's a question right here from Roads of Life. What are your favorite types of experiences on the road? Oh, goodness, Rob, you always ask these questions. I think it's just discovery. That's why I just itch if I'm sitting here for more than 3 or 4 or 5 days. You with vans, you know probably what I'm talking about. I just love, it's fatiguing because everything is new, but that's the whole point. You know, it's the history, it's the architecture, it's the people, it's the tastes. It's we live in an amazing country that's so diverse. New Orleans isn't anything like, well, Louisiana is nothing like New York. New York is nothing like Iowa. Washington State's nothing like Florida. Every place I go, it's just a different place. And assuming you can deal with the constant newness, that's why I love the van, because once I'm inside the van, close the door, I'm in my house, I'm in my Lily, I'm in my comfort zone, which is rejuvenating for my batteries, so I can get out, moving the next day or the day after, and go find something else new. That's my deal. So great question as always. Wow, Fridays Forever. That might be a new one. Dropping in from East Tennessee to say hi. So is that from the Chattanooga area? Love Chattanooga. Oh my gosh. What a great corner of the world. Kathmandu. Good to see you. I must admit there's something nice and cozy when you can fire up a heater in a camper van. For me, it brings me back to memories being around a wood workshop stove when I was a kid. Cheers all. He is a cool cat and his lovely bride, and they're on excuse my eyes itching, an Aeon RV. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see, we got another super chat here. Let me go down here. This is a big one too. Or is this the same one? Please hold. That's Terry. Here's Peggy. Thank you, ma'am, for that. I appreciate that. Jingle, jingle, everybody. Let's have a sip. That means looking forward to the Ocala event. Merry Christmas to all van travelers. For those of you wishing for a van for Christmas, I hope you've been good this year. Santa should be bringing you a van. A lot of vans available. Prices are pretty good. They're willing to deal. Let me tell you. Thank you, Peggy. I appreciate that. We're going to see you soon. We got lots of folks in here tonight. This is so great. 94 folks. How many thumbs up? Rob, if you're kind of the thumb up meter, if you can let us know, that would be great. Just press the button, and what that does, it helps share out the channel. You're going to see some statistics here in a few minutes. Talking about enabling dreamers. You are a whole lot of part of this. Just checking this thing so it doesn't fall over. And This is so great. Let's see. Let's see, where was I? Please hold. Kathmandu. Uh, Fridays Forever. Sharon Fields. So here's Roads of Life. It was a YouTube channel about traveling in an embassy RV. One of my partners of many, many years. I think January next week or next month is going to be 5 years working with Terry, Minix, and the whole team. What an amazing. Why am I not in one? It's floor plan. You know, we've talked about this a million times, but Roads of Life says, have to give a shout out to Nick and Sunshine State RVs. You've done some great videos with them, and Nick really seems like the salesperson I wish we all could have. And thank you, Robin, you're so right. I'm just really happy to have them as a partner this year. We made that announcement last year. They're sponsoring, be paying for some of the Van Breeze, which is so great. And they're sponsoring segments of What's Up Wednesday. Excuse me. Beginning next month. We're really excited. And I only do partnerships with people on products I believe in that can help you, because they've helped me. So there's a class act. I'm just really, really excited about it. So thank you, Rob, for that. And by the way, he let the cat out of the bag. We being me and Terry Minix at Sunshine State RVs. Me and Terry Minix of Embassy RV, we're going to make the announcement in February at Peace, Love, and Vans that Sunshine State RVs is going to be a service center for Embassy RV owners. So that's still top secret until February. Just saying. Cat Rose in the house. Rainy Sacramento. Good to see you. So great. I just love this. Coast to coast we are. Terry, just again, that's a very generous one for you. For those of you that need a sip, one more. Terry, thank you. He's such a great guy. And his wife is so patient with Terry. She's the greatest. Is Karen? I think Karen, right? Here's Lori Urban. Fridays Forever, Miss Big T. Hope you're doing well. This is so great. I love it. Neil and Britt in the house. Oh my gosh. Great to see you. Those two are cool. They have a YouTube channel as well, and they're growing like crazy. And they rent out a Travato through outdoorsy type, like an Airbnb type deal, and they travel full time in an Echo with not one but two cats, two people, and they are the coolest folks. If you're not subscribed to them, you want to do that. There's K3 in the house. Good to see you, Wisconsin. Frisco T, Beyond the Fern. That's her YouTube channel. Solo female traveler. Her husband, Gil, kind of joins her once in a very blue moon. And she's tricked out her Coachman Beyond on a Ford Transit. So if you're looking for kind of a female perspective on van travel, you'll definitely want to subscribe to her channel. Question from Beyond the Fern. Frisco T, I call her. Great to see you. What was the most memorable experience you've had in the 5 to 6 years of van life? You know, it's really the growth of this channel. I've achieved all of my goals, overachieved really, by a large part, and it feels like it's just getting going. This year 2024 is going to be crazy awesome. This was a tough year for me in many ways, but I think next year is going to be, we're doing some things differently, and my anxiety level is switching from YouTube anxiety to event planning anxiety. But it's just, most memorable, it's just watching this channel grow, enabling my freedom by helping others enable their freedom. And Frisco T, you are a perfect example of that. That's kind of the places are cool, the vans are cool, but it's the people, and when we meet in person and hearing your stories and how the van's giving you a second lease on life. Or we just saw Bev. Wait till you see the picture. I gotta hurry up. Little Bev, I call her. She's got the biggest rig. She's got the biggest era. Her first husband died, had the deal, right? And now she got this little gal. She's about this big, driving this big old era from Winnebago, and now she's got this hot stud that they've been. He drives, she navigates, and it's those kind of stories, right? And it's just, to me, that is what it's about. Jerry Minchie in the house. This is a cool cat. He's got a gazillion books on Amazon. Prolific author. A lot of it about RVing. On A Dime and a Dream. We had him on just a few months ago. Jerry Minchie in Cedar Key. I might sneak over and see you, sir. If you haven't been to Cedar Key, put that on your go-to list. It's a couple hours northwestish of Tampa. He is a cool cat. You will love Cedar Key. It's worth driving to Cedar Key just to have steamers because they grow shellfish, clams mostly, in Cedar Key. Frank and Sharon in the house. Wish we could get to Florida, but not this year. There's always next year. Maybe just slip down into California and get some sun because it's gray and gloomy in the Northwest, right? Pacific Northwest. Oh my gosh. Favorites Christmas song by Pat Murphy, Fairy Tale of New York. That's a Christmas song? I have never heard of that. Sounds like something you would see on the stage play Frozen, but Pat Murphy, good to see you. That is so great. Danamaru in the house. Happy holidays. Appreciate that. Fair's in the house. What's up, Scott? Watching from upstate. Going to New York. Going to be 57 Christmas. Definitely global warming. Yeah, and what I've found that all these years that December is kind of a wah on the white Christmas thing, but January is when things really chill down, and then February and then March you're like it should be warming up and it kind of isn't, and then you always get a snow in April, right? We used to live in Chicago for about 18 years I think, and that's what it was always get a big freeze in November, get a freeze early December, and it's just not really super cold until January. Then Jack Frost comes ripping at your nose. Let's see. Shelby says, Scott, you really have been my main guy for inspiring me to purchase and making my part-time van adventures real. Thank you so much. That's so great. Let's give a shout out to Shelby, ladies and gentlemen. That's so great. And it's just an honor to, there's one on the house, to be part of your journey, Shelby. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. That's what it's about. Geneva, Illinois. I actually know where that is. That's so funny. It's a cool town, right? It's by what's the other town out there? It's on the Fox River, kind of, isn't it? Whoop, whoop. 55, I know, right? Travel Dreamer wants to know, Scott, are more in campers welcome to your events? Are more in a campers welcome to your events? See if I can answer this. So what we're going to do on the Van Breeze, which are campouts, I call them Van Breeze because it just sounds cooler, is typically it's a 3-day, 2-night event. And the first day we're inviting day guests to join the campers who are overnighting for 2 nights. The idea here is to let people that are kind of kicking the tires on a van brand floor plan, kind of like this lifestyle, which is just traveling in a van, whether you're part-time of taking trips of days, weeks, or months, is to let you come hear the deal from the people that are doing it. And we really want to see more day guests join us. This was an idea that sprung from Embassy RV. It worked really well because there's no place to see an Embassy RV. They're not really carried by dealers. So that was kind of the germ of the idea. And we really want to help people that are inquiring, that are curious about van travel, help them figure it out more quickly and get doing it more quickly if it's something they really want to do. Watching YouTube is great, no doubt about it. We're going to share some numbers with you tonight here in just a few minutes. But when you come on site to a camp out, a Van Brie, talk with the owners, do the van tours, have dinner with us, play crazy bingo. Wait till you guys see this bingo thing I got. Oh my God, it's going to be so great. To me, that's the juice. So do you have to be in a camper van to stay the night? Yes. Do you have to have a camper van to join us? No, as a day guest. Do you have to have a van to overnight in? You need an RV. So any RV, it's Class B, Class B plus. If you're driving your Class A motorhome in there, you're welcome for sure. But maybe 1 or 2 years, we're all camping out in your Class A bus. That's the way it's going to work. For your electric fireplace, that's what we're going to do. We'll bring the booze. You provide the floor space. But everybody's welcome. Hope that makes sense. Travel Dreamer, are minivan campers allowed at your events? If it's on private property, yes. But many of the RV resorts, they would say no. So I'm not making that rule. It's just a rule of the campgrounds, usually commercial properties. Minivan campers, if it's kind of a DIY thing, If it's at a harvest host or it's like we're doing in Lukenbach, Texas, they would be welcome certainly in Lukenbach. But if you're coming to an RV resort campground, they would probably not let you in. It's just their rules generally. How are we doing so far? Is this another $25 one? Did I say this already, YouTube user? I don't think I did. Look at this. You all are so generous tonight. Merry Christmas. I appreciate that. Okay, everybody have a sip. We met in person at the Sunshine Van Brie last month, right? I think. Thank you for that. It really does go a long way. And you know I put out the booze, right? We wiped out my 5 bottles or 6, and you guys put the love on the Eagle One that Sunshine brought. If you saw the video we did that we posted, he was kind of making fun of the anyway. So this is so great. Let's see, Basic Mike's in the house. No way. This is great. Okay, good. A couple more minutes. We'll say hi. Then I'm going to show you some of this content on enabling dreams, because this is what. Hey, Van Bro. If for some reason you had to go back to regular life for some reason, and you didn't have a van, what would you do for a job? Passion? Drive a truck. Probably I would learn how to drive a truck. Get a CDL and drive a truck. I think truck drivers are like parents and small business owners, some of the least recognized people in the world. If the truckers just stopped for a few days, the economy would come to a grinding halt. They are the modern day cowboy, driving livestock, driving goods to market that we just take for granted. That's what I would do. I would never going back to corporate life. No way, Jose. I am, and trucking, you can, go see stuff still. Maybe trade in van life or cruise life. We're doing a lot of cruising, but I don't know. Let's keep this rolling. I'm having fun, and that's the whole point. Oh, here's Neil and Britt. All right. Huge thanks to Sunshine State RVs from us too, and for you recommending us to bring our Travato there. Scott, they did. No kidding. Got your heater issue with the Terma fix in an hour. They're just legit, and I'm so excited they're expanding. They're putting in a 13-acre brand new facility, and I'm just delighted to be part of that, of their success story, right? We've been talking about Sunshine for a long time through videos that they do, and they're just a class act. They just are a class act. Yes, they're an RV dealer. Yes, they want to make the sale, but they're doing it the right way for the right reasons, and they treat their customers. The only other dealer that I crow about is Winnebago Motor Homes in Rockford, Illinois, my home dealer. If you're in the Chicagoland, Midwest, you got to check them out. There's also Advanced Camper up in Milwaukee area that's super great too. They carry Road Trek, Pleasureway, and Winnebago. That's a class act. But really, Winnebago Motorhomes, Rockford, and Sunshine are just, you can't go wrong. Yeah, it's so great. Okay, let me, so I see, I'm going to stop, well, one more. So Justin Slaughter wants to know, why are the custom van builders on Vanlife Trader so expensive? Can they really be +100,000 nicer than something like yours? Let's see. It's a good question, Justin. Custom van builders are typically very small volume. And if they're $200,000 adventure van, I think what folks often miss is they start with we were just on the Mercedes site today. The mid-size Mercedes, I think it's a 140 wheelbase. They start at $73,000 just for a cargo van. So for another $100,000, you get an outfitted home on wheels. Very innovative on the floor plan, and they have to have enough overhead and profit in there to keep the ball rolling, right? And if you've been in, we'll pick on Winnebago, a Revel, or pick on, I think, Thor with their, what's their line that looks like the Revel? And you walk in, you immediately see the quality difference. So you pay for the slowness, you pay for the innovation, you pay for the quality, you pay for handcrafted van interiors and exteriors, whereas the big guys are running, probably 2-3 vans, probably a day out the door. And there's just a big difference in quality. And when you step inside a handcrafted van that's taken 90 days to build a van, you know immediately. You just know immediately. It's like a big subdivision. They threw a house together in 90 days versus somebody, a custom builder, that took 6 to 9 to 12 months. The finishes, the appliances, the wiring, if you saw a van, we've shown this many times. Behind the scenes, the wiring in a van tour, you pop open a cabinet, there's all the wires. It looks like a rat's nest. And you open up a wiring cabinet in a adventure van, and it looks like art, and it is, and that's why. I will. I don't want to say what I'm going to do next because this van is still performing very, very well for me. Over 5 years of ownership now. So, but that's a why, Justin. I think maybe if you disagree with me, let me know. And if you have any other thoughts, let's help Justin out. Okay, I'm gonna scoot forward just a little bit here because I'm gonna talk about this the next few minutes. So pour a fresh one, and we'll come back. And Van Can Do is the next question on the list. So right here. So hang tight, Van Can Do. Let's share this out, and I want to talk about this because this has been on my mind. It's year end. Everybody does their year-end in review, right? They usually wait till the end of the year or early next. I'm doing mine now. So I just thought it'd be kind of fun to think what this year meant to me and what it meant to you and what it meant to all of us. So again, 5 years of ownership. In February, we'll start my 6th year of full-time travel, even at home base. Home base, for those of you that don't know, is Kyle, my partner. He runs the Airbnb business. I have nothing to do with it. I get no compensation from him. Why did I shower my van at 5 o'clock tonight, Eastern? Because the house is clean for the guests checking in tomorrow. So when I'm at home base, the houses are full, or it's that guest is checked out, dirty house. I don't want to sleep in that. I prefer to sleep so when I'm actually still living in my van at home base, that's just the way I roll. So enabling dreams. So that's what this whole thing's about. And, we saw this, so it's kind of a year in review. So we saw this graphic earlier. I'm really happy to say we got a lot of campouts planned. This is what this was. So let's talk about, there we go, Scott, right there. Let's talk about roundups. So roundups in review. I didn't do a count, but for those of you that were there, you remember this one. Oh my God. Woo! Hold tight. Oh my God, this bug. I had to use the Bourbon towel. Oh my God. If you know anything about me, the only thing I'm terrified of is flying insects. Make sure this thing is dead. Oh my God, I'm so sorry to have to use the towel for this. Oh, I got it. Oh my God. Those things are so nasty. I gotta close the window. Are they coming in? Oh, please hold. Bugs. I'll take a mosquito any day. Hold on. Let me reverse the fan. Dragonflies are cool because they avoid me. Those things. Oh. Apologies. I actually wrecked my mom and dad's car when I was in high school from a bug. Okay, back to where did I start? Okay, so where's my cursor? Right here. So those of you that were at this event, we started with a roundup. This was in Fredericksburg, Texas. We had so many vans, we clogged the parking lot. There's Mesa Mike front and center. And we had a lot of vans, right? So that was a Vanbury. That was probably maybe the biggest one to date. And they can be pretty big like this one, or they can be very personal. This was in Salt Lake City. This was a cool cat. Learned a great use case for a van, which is assisted living with he's providing assisted living with his mom in her house. He was staying in the van in the driveway. This was another one. You probably remember this, Rob. This was in Boise at the REI. And then sometimes I'm the only one that shows. This was in Billings. And that's okay, right? Roundups. This one we just concluded. Oh, I'm so glad I saw that bug. We just did this on Friday last week. You'll see some characters there. I think this is our 4th or 5th year we've done this, and I think we had 8 fans, including mine. So that's the group, the posse. The guy in the white, Solomon, he's still kind of van shopping. He drove up in his car. Anybody's welcome at the roundups, and we just had a blast. We hung out for an hour before the place opened. The Hive, used to be called Anchor Inn, and then we went and had lunch. It was really great. If you're into fish fry, man, they have a killer fish fry on Wednesdays and Fridays. All you can eat, $16 at the Hive. Highly recommend them. Yeah, let me just scan for bugs quick. That was The good things about those stink bugs, looks like a shield, right? Is they always reveal themselves. So thank you for that. Because can you imagine that thing flying above my bed at night? I would have a heart attack. Vanlife are killed by bug attack. I don't know. Van Breeze. Okay, these were great. So in Lukenbach, well, Fredericksburg, after the Fredericksburg, what we did is we drove to Lukenbach, Texas, and we still had like, I don't know, it was a big group. It was like 16 vans. It was incredible. And that was kind of the morning after. Then we went to a harvest host. So I just love Van Breeze. This one we just concluded. Whoops. This one we just concluded last month. This is one of the, 3 streets we kind of took over. This was in Florida. A lot of different kinds of vans. And just so great, right? If you're having fun, give us a thumb up. If you think I should have let that bug live, let me know. give me a thumb up. Let's talk about YouTube. This is we talk about this often on the channel. It's not the gold mine that everybody thinks YouTube is. I'm always very transparent about that. But without YouTube, without this platform, I wouldn't be here. You might not be here. So it's a very important platform to achieve the goal of enabling dreams. Van travel, right? So I'm going to share with you, this is the statistics for this year of Go Small, Live Large. I'm just sharing. I would love it to be bigger, no doubt. But some of these numbers are going to shock some of you. It shocked me. So this is using the YouTube Studio app, which is kind of the tool that content creators use. So subscribers, we added 8,600. We is literally we added 8,600 subscribers this year. So now we're up to almost 39,000, which is pretty awesome. Views of my content this year is 2.6 million views of content in 2023. And if you look at the inset there, total views of all my content since the beginning, 2018, is 7.7 million. So we've really been working hard to get the views, and they're coming. I'm really happy to say 2.6 million views of my content this year. Watch time. That's how much time in hours the content has actually been watched. A view can be a few seconds, but watch time is counted in minutes, rounded up to hours. 293,000 hours of Go Small, Live Large content. Helping people enable their dreams was consumed this year. And if you look at the little inset, since the inception of the channel, we are just under 1 million. So of that million, 300,000 hours was watched this year. We are working hard to enable dreams, right? This is some other fun statistics. Video uploads. This year, 151 video uploads. That's about 3 per week. And that includes What's Up Wednesday. There's been 52 of those this year. Comments, 5,467,000 comments, 5,467 comments. Did I get that right? And I read every comment and I reply back to all comments. It might take me a couple weeks, couple days, maybe a month, but I reply to every one of those. 5,467 comments. Likes, really happy about this. 72,000 likes, 10,000 shares. That's pretty amazing. How did the videos perform? Top performing videos. Sherry, God love you. That video that Sherry and I did of her innovative Embassy RV has been viewed over 1 million times since we posted October of last year, 2022. Why do I do van tours? Because they perform really well. Do I like doing van tours? Yeah. Are they easy to record? Yeah. Do they perform well? Yeah. But to me, van travels way more than the van tours. But that's kind of what performs on YouTube. And that's what pays the bills. So we do a lot of van tours, which is fine. Top live stream. So like What's Up Wednesday, those are live streams. Some stood out. The top one here is the second impressions after sleeping in the Oasis 540 by Wingham. That was the top stream of this year, followed by First Impressions Overnighting and Crushes USA, all Wingham content, followed by Embassy RV content, which is great. And then I wrecked my van. Well, guy ran into me. And then the Storyteller. So top live streams, pretty happy with all that. Now you might be kind of curious what the demographics of this audience is, and I'm really happy about these numbers. I'll get to your questions here in just a second. And we'll talk about Libation Live some more. You ready? Viewer age. This is lifetime of the channel to date. 5 years, well, more than that. So 55 to 64 years of age is about 33% of the channel, followed by 65 years of age plus. So well, half of the audience is over 50 years of age, which is cool. And what I'm really happy about is this statistic here. This is male versus female. This used to be about 90% male, 10% female, and this is getting a little more balanced, which I'm really happy about. Frisco T, thank you for helping us with that. Sherry, thank you for that. Jane and Roger, thank you for that. I appreciate that. I want to know where folks are watching from. U.S., not surprisingly. 80% from the U.S. Canada's a big one. And then UK, Australia, Philippines, Germany, India, Spain, Malaysia, and Indonesia. So I'm going to add Germany, Spain, Malaysia, and Indonesia to the where you watch it from world flag map. Because those flags are not on there, and there they are. That's YouTube statistics. This is not me. So for all that effort, how much did I make this year? You ready? I made $21,315 year to date, 2023, for all that work, which is amazing. I am so happy about that. That's about minimum wage, flipping burgers, maybe a little less, I don't know. Year to date, since I monetized back in April of 2020, I've made $64,645 on YouTube, which ain't bad, but I don't know. Could you live on $21,000 a year? I did a video on what does van life cost me. It's about $3 to $4 grand a month because I'm not trying to save money. I'm trying to take it all in. So how do I augment my YouTube income? Which I'm happy about, right? Would I love to see it doubled, tripled? Absolutely. I'm not doing the clickbait crap. I'm not doing the stupid stuff that a lot of people do to get the clicks and the views. I just refuse to do it. And that's why it is what it is. So because I need more income, I have partners. And I'm really happy to say that Embassy and Volta continue to work with me. We continue to support their goals. And I'm really happy to say that we picked up 3 new partners this year. Rover Vans, many of you have seen the gear on the back of my van. Really happy to be working with Nick and the team at Sunshine State RVs. They're sponsoring 3 Van Breeze next year. And they are sponsoring What's Up Wednesday beginning in January, a segment of What's Up Wednesday. And we can't say anything yet about Coachman, but if you're coming to the Super Show, we're going to be doing some stuff live at the Super Show. We got some fun stuff coming up with Coachman. So that's a little sneak peek. So picked up 3 new partners this year. So adding 5 to the mix, which is so great because it helps augment what is needed to keep this show on the road, literally. So a big shout out to those partners of Go Small, Live Large. But wait, there's more. One more thing to talk about, and that's Patreon. Many of you encouraged me at the Lukenbach Camp Out Vanbury to kind of do Patreon. How can we support you, the cause, and more importantly, kind of get behind the scenes, build a community, find travel buddies. So I started a Patreon support channel. There's a $10 and a $20 level. The more you spend, 10 or 20 bucks a month, it's like 2 coffees, get you some special treats. And Patreon just announced a $0 level. So that just went live. We'll be working on that a little bit more. The idea is to kind of get you in, get you hooked, and then you spend a few dollars a month with us. So I just want to say that group is growing, and we have so much fun. We do Zooms, and you get to see some urban camping spots, some behind-the-scenes stuff that you won't see anywhere else. So that's quite a year, and I'm just, ask me anything about van life. There really hasn't much I haven't seen, haven't done. Do I want to do more of all that? Absolutely. That's why we're doing a whole lot more of all that. So what a year, right? Now, what's 2024 look like? I'm already setting the goals. Camp out a month, Vanbury a month, and we're going to have a lot of fun together. I'm so excited about that. Fair enough. Okay, let's ask for some more questions. How are we doing on time? Ooh, got to hurry. Yeah, we got Libation Live. Let me just flash this really quick so we can give these guys a shout out. Thumb up, everybody. All right, you having fun? Learn anything, hopefully. Libation Live, this is Brussels. Thanks again to Georgia Jack for introducing me to this. I didn't know about it, and I love it. Many of you actually, we started the full bottle at the Sunshine Vanbury last month, and that's all that's left. I might just finish this. It's been a rough week for me. We had some family medical emergency stuff I Me and Kyle flew to Spokane on Saturday and flew back last night and got in late. And so it's been a rough week for me. Libation Live. There we go. Let's do we'll do this day in history in just a moment. Let's get some of these more of these questions. We might go a few minutes over. Ben can do. Scott, on your bike rack, can you use your back door inside if you need to use as an emergency exit? Probably not now. No. But I can scamper out my side window there. It's an awning style window, so it just opens up and it'd be very easy to get out. So good question. So now if you're putting all the stuff on the back, if you cannot open the doors, you can't break the glass and get out. So there's a lot of ways out of the van. There's a lot of ways out of the van. I still need to make the little modification where you can pull the door and let it go in, so you can actually open the door from the inside. You have to have really tiny hands, but no, you cannot get out without stuff on the back. Good question. Here's J and G. Hey, David, for Chicago, Murphy sends his regards to Charlie. Great. Love that. This is so great. Great to see you, David. Thank you for being there. I love Chicago at Christmas. It's just one of the greatest. Christmas and St. Patrick's Day, probably. Just great holidays to be in Chicago. Cold. Bundle up. Is this a new one? Please hold. This is a new one. I'm DeBrown. Wish you a Merry Christmas. Thanks for sharing your adventures and experience. Here's 0.001% of your YouTube income. That's great. That's a great point. Thank you. I'm DeBrown. YouTube actually takes 30%, but they own the server farm, so I'm not complaining. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I just love this. It's just so much fun. You all ask kind of stuff about this and what's the biggest or the best or whatever. It's just I'm still doing this. I'm doing it out of passion. It's a passion project. I replace my corporate income, not through YouTube, but working with partners all together. I replace my corporate income. Not too bad. Am I getting rich? No. Am I paying the bills? Yeah. Putting some money in the bank? A little bit. Am I having fun? Absolutely. And I'm sharing it with you. And that's what this is about. And for us to be doing this together for 6 years. I think I started the YouTube channel in June of 18, right? So I have no clue what I was doing. Just like Vanlife, had no clue. I saw some Licks on RV videos, and I saw some We're the Russos, my heroes, my friends now. And that was it. I'm like, we're doing this. I'm doing this. Kyle, you don't have to join me. Fine. I see you enough. I'm out of here. I'm kidding. He's a great guy. Let's see. Yeah, but I'm just not going back to regular life. I'm so checked out on corporate life. You that are doing that know what I'm talking about. Even working from the van, you're still on the hook, right? I'm on the hook every day. I work every day. Here's Dr. Vinger. Adventure. Hi, Scott. Merry Christmas. We like your Winnebago GL and the Airstream range line and the panoramic floor plans. Very little lithium on any except Winnebago. Insights on similar Class Bs coming soon. I will be very curious to see what is released. Great question. Thank you for being here. That might be a new name too. We got a lot of new folks in here. This is a big group. Okay, we're going to go over 10 minutes. I'm just saying there's a lot of questions. Or until I need to fill my glass again, which is already happening. The biggest RV show in the country is the technically named the Florida RV Super Show. It's in Tampa. It's in January. It's on January 18. That's where everything big is announced to the public. So I'm expecting to see some big stuff this year, and I'm hoping to see some really cool stuff this year. Rangeline was new in October of last year at the Hershey Show. Panoramic makes a great floor plan, very European. There was one at the Sunshine Vanbury last month. A super great van. 2-year wait. I think actually what he did, correct me if I'm wrong, he actually was in another van, placed his order for the, I love the thinking on this, Panoramic, and he used his other van till the Panoramic was ready to be delivered, and they got rid of the other van. Now that's a cat that's wants to get the juice of life from day one. Waiting for a van for 2 years, I don't know if I could take it once I got the bug. So we'll see. I think lithium is getting pretty standard on B vans, and that would be my suspicion. And John Stanton in the house. He's such a great guy. A little late, but there we are. Balmy 42 degrees in GEG. It was just there. You guys still have snow on the ground. Probably not now, though. You guys had snow on the ground as of yesterday. Let's see. So this is Frisco T. So true. Seeing new things is amazing, but the people are even more amazing. What's wild is not seeing someone for a year, picking up right up where you left off. Vanlife is a strong brown. Well said, Frisco T. 100% agree with you. And I think also is you create. Where were we just at? The Hive. The bartender, Valerie, great gal. Thought we were coming, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I want to do what you do. I'm like, what's keeping you? Usually it's kids. The sacrifices parents make. But she said, so those kids are out of here. I'm like, yeah. Get an RV, start doing it with the kids. Maybe not a van, something else, right? Then you can downsize. But it's the people you meet along the way that you kind of spark, ignite a fire, right? And that is just, when aren't we doing van tours for random strangers at the gas station, right? I just love that. Although sometimes they get me at the wrong time. I'm like, oh, what? So I can, as Kyle says, I put my sour Scott face on. I'm like, oh God. But then they start asking questions. I'm like, yeah, jump on in, get in here, grab that handle, don't break my door. So great. Wow, here's Pam and Tom on the beach at Turtle Beach Campground, Siesta Key. What a great place that is. Holy cow. This is so great. I just love this. Shelby again, Lori, Mason Mike. So Mason Mike wants to know, did you and Kyle get the new mini home units on your Airbnb property squared away? Yes. Did the builder make it right? So the RV dealer we bought it did make it right on placing and what's the right word? Securing the things, but they really didn't come through on everything else. Big dealer. You would know him if I mentioned him. Did a video on what we're not doing on the next RV buyer. Yeah, so everything worked out. Wait till you see it. We're going to do a Vanbury at Glam Camp in this very spot where you were, 2 years ago, Mason Mike? Wait till you see it. We actually have toilets now. We got shower. We got an event room. We're going to get as many vans in here as we can. It's going to be next December, a year from now, but it's going to be a blast. I can't wait. We've already blocked, I think we're going to block the dates. I'm trying to talk Kyle into that. But yeah, here's Brown Sugar Brown. Hey Scott, just want to hello, Merry Christmas, great New Year, New Jersey. Love that, Brown Sugar Brown. You might have joined us for the Vanbury Live What's Up Wednesday with Hank Stranger Palooza, right? He's a great guy. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, please do it. He does nothing but van tours with Sunshine State RVs. Here's Rebecca saying she had a Solus National Park Edition, National Park Foundation Edition 1 year ago. Yeah, this is a great little rig. I'm sure you know. Sorry about that. Yeah, just, oh my God. Even butterflies, right? Because they're so random. They land on me. I about have a heart attack. Mosquitoes, flies, even ladybugs don't bug me, but man, dragonflies, I mean, dragonflies are about this big. They got 6 wings and eyes like this. Fine. Actually, they're very cool. I don't mind them at all. I get close to them. Why? Because they're not coming at me. Every other bug, bees are cool too. Honeybees in particular. Wasps, I know what to do. But every other flying insect, I'm like, what on earth? God has a sense of humor when you see some of these bugs. Cicadas would come to mind. Oh my God. I actually had a cicada fall, not on me, thank God, I would have died. Fall on the picnic table seat right next to me. You should have seen me leap for safety. Oh my God. This is great. Sam says, Scott, I like my other musician friends, I use my camper van for acoustic music festivals. Might suggest a Woo episode on a special camping experience. Yeah, if you joined us on Lukenbach, we had Chris serenade us with music from his guitar. That's a great idea. We have a lot of ideas, and we will be reaching out for some help for some of these things. We've already done that. If we had some private land, we could do a lot more with a lot more vans. But a lot of times we're just restricted by space. I have no control over that. So Roads of Life, 51 watching, a thumbs up, and 106 watching now. This is great. So yeah, lots of ideas. Russ, good to see you, sir. We'll be at Champion Run in Ocala February 5. Do you know a great breakfast place in the area? I don't. Except Van Camper breakfasts. Those are usually pretty good. I don't. I'm not super familiar with the Ocala area. Shelby says, self-employed artist here. I have this dream of starting a YouTube channel, traveling to places and painting. Slow in time. That's cool. Sounds like a lot of work. Got to learn how to edit. Yeah, it's a lot of work. For about every, excuse me, 10 minutes you see on YouTube. I've gotten a little better at this over the years, but every 10 minutes you see on YouTube is about 5 hours of editing. Especially if it's a place type of a video. But yeah, it's without YouTube, none of us would be here. So while I like to crow about it sometimes or bark about it, it's the most amazing thing. A Gmail address, an iPhone, no, smartphone, and you're kind of in the content media business. It's miraculous, really. There he is. Solomon. Oh no, what happened? Did I freeze up? It did freeze. Oh no, what happened? What did I say? YouTube knows it's 7 o'clock Eastern or Central. Come on. Oh no, what happened? I got really good connectivity. That is not the problem. Should I try and restart? Are we back? Chrome crashed. I can't believe it. Dear Google, still with me, I hope. Let me just make sure the audio is where it should be. That was a really hard freeze. Sorry, folks. That was kind of annoying for you, I'm sure. Annoying for me, too. Let me just get here really fast. We'll wind down here in just a couple minutes. But there was a super chat that came in, and that's got that part. So hang tight. There was a super chat right here. So, Solomon, thank you. Appreciate that, sir. He's a cool cat. He's going to be in a great van, and he's got good taste in watches. It's so great. It was great meeting you, sir. Thank you for coming. And this is Shelby. Thank you. Appreciate that. Generous group tonight. Appreciate that. One of the things we talk about every time this year, and it should be more than just Christmas time. I don't know if you guys, what you think about this, but we met a family the last couple weeks, and a Latino family, working really hard. They got a 4-year-old kid. The dad works for some of the projects that Kyle does, construction projects, and we're going to give him a Christmas. Thank you, Shelby, and thank you so much for that. We're going to give him this kid a little Christmas, more than what his mom and dad might be able to afford. We've always wanted to sponsor a family for, pick a holiday. Christmas is an obvious one, but this kid, his name is Fernand. He is so adorable. So we're going to go shopping tomorrow before we head off for Key West. But because we have so much stuff, right? We have everything we need, everything I've ever wanted. So let's just spread some joy to some folks like that. It's so great. Oh, the audio is still going. That's good to know. Yeah, that was a really hard freeze on Chrome. There might be an update because I just updated the OS on the Macintosh. And is Justin in here tonight? I didn't know if I see him, but resurrected a 5-year-old Macintosh. I bought this in 2018. It has 4 USB-C ports, and my other one that was brand new-ish, like 6 months old, had 2. And I couldn't do this show with the degree of flexibility I am with this 5-year-old Mac. I had to go get the battery replaced, the screen replaced. Sean wants to know, as a gay man, any issues you experience or advice for just getting ready to start their van life? No issues, and not even in this channel. There was a few turkeys. It's been a number of years ago, but I'm just a regular guy. You know, I'm no. Kyle rarely joins me, but you know, when we do, we're just doing our thing, and most people are pretty cool. It's interesting. He watches a lot of Facebook and Instagram, the scrolling crap, and I am trying to look at doing some more YouTube shorts. So I wanted to see what a YouTube short looks like, and it's just nothing but 10, 15 seconds, 20 seconds of just garbage. But it's so addictive. Just lay there in bed, and it's just like this, right? And I see where people get these ideas that carjackings and Walmart chaos and all this stuff you see on these scrolling platforms, you think that that's pervasive, and I'm telling you, it's not. I've never had a problem in 5 years of van travel of any significance, and if it's really not great, you just get a feeling and you just keep moving. You move along. I've never had a problem. I would encourage you, just buckle up, get your journey on, and have a blast, Sean, because you will. It's just the best thing I've ever done. It's just the greatest thing. The bug got me. Thank you, Joe. I know, right? It got chrome. All right, let me shift gears. We're a little over. Thank you for your patience with me. I'm having a blast. Hopefully you are. Give us a thumb up. Yeah, you're back. This is great. Yes. That's so great. Good thing I wasn't cussing, right? That'd be so funny. Okay. Let's see what we're doing here, Scott, right here. So this day in history, we like to thank our friends at Wikipedia for this. I do this every Wednesday, and it's just kind of a hoot to see what in the world happened on this day. 4 years ago, the United States Space Force becomes the first new branch of the U.S. Armed Forces since 1947. Anybody know what that the latest one in 1947 was? Yeah, I don't either. Thought this was interesting. 72 years ago in Arco, Idaho, the first nuclear powered plant to generate electricity went online. It powered 4 light bulbs. Holy cow. 4 light bulbs. Well, thank you for starting. 72 years ago, 1951. 220 years ago, was it Jefferson? Wrote a really big check. The Louisiana Purchase is completed at a ceremony in New Orleans. And that started a whole lot of everything. It's pretty crazy, right? And then the Northwest Territory, everything kind of west of Kentucky, which was kind of the frontier back then, was the after that big purchase. Thumb up, please. And here's our song of the week. You ready for this? Some of you guessed it probably, right? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I did not know this. Let me zoom in here for you. I thought it was Red-Nose Reindeer. Red-Nosed. Gene Autry. The story came about by Robert May. He wrote the story for a Montgomery Ward catalog. They were trying to drum up some business around Christmas, and Robert May wrote and created the character Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. What's curious is that Johnny Marks, which was his brother-in-law, adapted his story to a song. It's been recorded several times prior to Gene Autry doing it. In 1941, he recorded in June. Not surprisingly, it was a #1 hit in 1949 in December. The only other best-selling song is White Christmas by Bing Crosby. So little facts of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer that you may not have been aware of tonight. So when you hear that song next time, you know a little bit of the backstory, which is pretty crazy. Let's just do a few more things here. Then we'll say good night, sleep tight, and Air Force. Oh, thank you. It had to be you. It had to be you, sir. This guy is into it. Okay, I'm going to fill my put a little more in here. Ready? But join me next week, and because I'm cooking cast iron van chef. We are cooking tortellini soup with rotisserie chicken in the van live. We've done this before. We're going to do it again. So it's going to be great. So cheers, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. The world's an insane place right now. Thank you for your being part of a little of our sanity together. The world's always been up down. So many reasons, right? Alfred in the house. Look at this guy. Merry Christmas, Scott. Hope your holidays are finlayed with happiness. Yes, sir. Thank you. He's a great guy. Met him twice. Rancho Cucamonga, California, and the Bisbee. He bought my mine tour ticket. It was such a cool cat. Did you ride behind me or was I behind you? I can't remember. What an experience that was, huh? Thank you, Alfred. I appreciate it. So great. Let's see, I think that's it. All right, folks. So with that, what we will say is thank you again for being here. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah. And just be good to yourselves, your family. Christmas Eve is, I think, on Saturday or Sunday. 4 days from today. And I'm going to be in Key West. Chris, Sandy will be seeing you. And Benny. Can't wait to see Benny. I'm really come to see Benny, Chris and Sandy. But you can rent out Benny to me. He can stay with me in the van. Kyle's bringing his RV. It's going to be a crazy week. I'm so excited. And it's just a pleasure to be in your ears and eyes and in your hearts and in your head as we close out a year and start a new one. Without you, I would not be here. Serious as a heart attack about that. And I don't want to start crying. So just thanks for being here. This is a great group. We've created a great community over the years, and just thank you. So happy holidays. We will see you next week. Cook with me. Get the recipe off my website.